Assalamu alaikum dear students, hope you all are fine. Welcome to your physics class. I am your physics teacher Muhammad Adnan Khalid, and today we are going to take our lecture number 14 regarding unit number 5, that is gravitation. In our previous lecture we have discussed about the variation in the value of g with the change in altitude. That we have discussed that when an object is moving away from the surface of earth, the value of g acting on this object will be decreasing, and the same object is when moving towards the earth's surface, the value of g, or we can say that the gravitational force acting on this object will be increasing. As we know that gravitational force is the force that due to which earth attracts everything towards its center. So the direction of this gravitational force is directed towards the center of the earth. Now we have discussed the satellites, that objects which are moving around the earth are, in other words, the brief definition of satellite was the objects that are moving around the planets is actually known as satellites. There are some satellites which are naturally occurring satellites, and some of them are artificial satellites which are being sent by the scientists in order to get various information regarding different things like temperature, weather condition, etc. So the best example of natural satellite is moon, that is revolving around the earth. Moving towards our today's topic, our today's lecture is about motion of artificial satellites, and this is the last topic of chapter number 5, gravitation. So in order to discuss the motion of a artificial satellite, as we have defined, a satellite is an object that revolves around the planet, or in case of earth, as we are living on this planet earth, so we can say that such satellites that are revolving around the earth, such objects that are revolving around the earth is known as satellites. In order to discuss the motion of these satellites, we know that if an object is revolving around something like a point or axis, in our 8th class we have discussed that this object, or the motion of this object, is under the action of a force, and this force we call this centripetal force. So according to a definition of centripetal force is defined as the force that keeps the object moving in a circular path. So in order to create, or in order to move an object in a circular path, there must be some force of centripetal that is responsible to keep the object moving in a circular path, and its formula is Fc, where F is the force, C is for centripetal, will be equals to mv square divided by r. Okay ji. Then there is a derivation in order to find out that how we can find the speed of orbital, or how we can find out the speed of a satellite that is moving in a fixed orbit around the earth. So in order to define the speed, first of all we know that centripetal force is equals to Fc is equals to mv square divided by r. If the mass of the object is m, v is the speed, v naught is the speed, your velocity with which it is moving, r naught is the distance or the radius of that object from the radius of earth, from the center of earth. So according to the condition, the centripetal force acting on the object will be Fc is equals to mv naught square divided by r naught. As we also know that the object is at certain height, means object आपका अर्थ के बिल्कुल surface के करीब नहीं होगा, definitely it will be at some height. So moving towards next, then we know that force is also equals to weight, and weight is equals to mg, where in this case g is under the action of some height, so we will replace g by gh, the value of g under the action of some height. So comparing question number 1 and 2, we get mgh will be equals to mv naught square divided by r naught. Mm, which is the mass, will be cancelled out because both are same quantities, constant quantities, and both are there on the both sides of the equation. So we will only left with v naught square will be equals to gh multiplied by r naught, or taking square root on both sides, we get v naught is equals to square root of gh r naught. If we replace r naught by r plus h means r is the radius and h is the further height which an object is away from the external surface of the earth. मीन्स अगर आपका कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट या सैटेलाइट आप कंसिडर कर रहे हैं जो मूव कर रहा है अर्थ की सरफेस के इर्द गिर्द, तो आपका r जो होगा रेडियस ऑफ द अर्थ दैट इज़ फ्रॉम द सेंटर ऑफ द अर्थ टू द सरफेस, एंड सरफेस से लेके उस ऑब्जेक्ट के सेंटर तक जितना डिस्टेंस होगा दैट इज़ द हाइट h. So putting the value of r naught is equals to r plus h, we will get v naught equals to square root of gh multiplied by r plus h. So this is the formula, or we can say that the last equation v naught is equals to square root of gh multiplied by r plus h is the equation which is required to find out the speed of a orbital, that is speed of a satellite that is moving in a fixed orbit around a planet. Now there is a special case, some special cases that we can take as an approximation, that consider an object or a satellite that is revolving around the earth, and we know that the radius of earth is very greater than the height which, on which the object is moving. So we will replace, or we can say, or we can take an approximation that r that is the radius of earth is very greater than height h at which the object is moving, or the height at which the object is far, the distance that is far away from the surface of the earth towards the object. So v naught will be the last equation which we have defined, or which we have derived in our previous slide, is v naught is equals to square root of gh multiplied by r plus h. So in case of r plus h, we will replace r plus h with single r that is equals to radius of earth. मीन्स जो आपका सेंटर से सरफेस, सेंटर ऑफ अर्थ से लेके सरफेस तक का जितना डिस्टेंस है इसको हम रेडियस कहते हैं, और रेडियस से ऑनवर्ड जितना ऑब्जेक्ट आपका दूर था वो आपकी हाइट थी. लेकिन रेडियस चूँकि अर्थ का काफ़ी ज़्यादा है, इसलिए उस हाइट की रेडियस के सामने कोई अहमियत नहीं रहती, इसलिए हम रेडियस प्लस उस हाइट को इक्वल कंसिडर करते हैं कि ये आलमोस्ट रेडियस के इक्वल है. उस हाइट को हम ऑलमोस्ट ज़ीरो कंसिडर कर रहे हैं. इस केस में ये एक स्पेशल केस है आपके पास. तो आपकी वी नॉट की जो वैल्यू हो जाएगी वो आपकी इंस्टेड ऑफ जी एच इट विल बी जी, एज जी एच आपके पास वो वैल्यू थी जो सर्टन हाइट पे जाके ग्रेविटेशन की वैल्यू एक्ट कर रही थी या कंसिडर कर रहे थे हम लोग. लेकिन अब चूँकि हाइट को हमने ज़ीरो ऑलमोस्ट कर दिया है, सो वी नॉट विल बी इक्वल्स टू स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ जी मल्टीप्लाइड बाय आर. दिस इज़ द velocity of an object that is moving near to the surface of a earth or any planet. So अगर आपके पास अब दोनों इक्वेशंस आ गई हैं, फर्स्ट वन v नॉट इज इक्वल टू स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ जी एच मल्टीप्लाइड बाई आर प्लस एच. दिस इज द इक्वेशन टू फाइंड आउट द वेलोसिटी ऑफ एन ऑब्जेक्ट, to find out the speed of an object that is moving at certain height h from the surface of the earth, and v naught is equals to square root of g multiplied by r. This is the equation for finding the speed or velocity of an object that is moving near to the surface of earth. So you can find out both. Now there comes a question, and this is the last question of chapter number 5, that is question number 6. Explain and derive the orbital speed of a satellite. So first of all you will provide the explanation, then derivation, the same derivation which we have done in our previous slide number 3 of today's lecture. Then conclusions and orbital speed of a satellite. यहाँ पे मैंने आपको orbital speed जो आपके पास लास्ट फार्मूला था v नॉट इज इक्वल टू स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ जी मल्टीप्लाइड बाई आर, इसमें हमने वैल्यूज़ पुट करके इक्वेशन में वैल्यूज़ पुट की हैं और आपके पास आंसर आया है, और हमने आंसर निकाल के बताया है कि सैटेलाइट रिवॉल्विंग अराउंड द अर्थ वेरी क्लोज टू द अर्थ, जो आपके पास नियर टू द सरफेस ऑफ अर्थ सैटेलाइट मूव करता है, उसकी नियर बाय जो आपके पास स्पीड निकली है that is equals to 29,000 kilometer per hour. Means the object that or a satellite that is revolving near to the surface of earth has a speed of 29,000 kilometer per hour. Okay ji. Now if you are facing any difficulty, if you are facing any kind of question in our today's lecture or in our previous lectures regarding unit number 5 gravitation, so you are free to ask, and from tomorrow or from next week inshallah in our next lecture we will discuss the exercise of this chapter number 5, and we will do the review questions as well as we will do the numerical problems. Till then, Allah Hafiz and Assalamu Alaikum.